I kept waving at a stranger's kid by accident. And it turned into something I didn't expect. So for context, my apartment window faces the street, and every morning while I'm making coffee, I people watch a little. Not in a creepy way, just casual background activity. A few months ago, I noticed this kid who would pass by every weekday morning with who I assume was his dad. Backpack, slightly oversized, classic half-asleep walk to school. One day, while I was standing there, the kid looked up and waved at me. Now, I did what any socially unprepared adult would do. I froze for half a second. Then waved back. Cool. Normal human interaction. End of story, right? Nope. Next day? He waves again. So now it's a thing. Every morning, around the same time, I'm standing there with my coffee, and this kid gives me the most enthusiastic wave like I'm a minor celebrity in his life. And I wave back. We never spoke. Never met. Just daily window waves. Quick side note, apparently, routines like that, even tiny ones, are actually really important for kids. There's research showing that predictable, positive interactions help build a sense of safety and stability. Which makes sense, because this kid treated the wave like it was part of his daily checklist. Backpack? Check. Walk? Check. Wave at random window person? Check. Anyway, this goes on for weeks. Then one day, he doesn't show up. I don't think much of it at first. Maybe he's sick, maybe it's a holiday. But then it's 2 days. Then 3. And now I'm noticing the absence way more than I ever noticed the presence. Another small fact, our brains are actually wired to pick up on changes in patterns more than the patterns themselves. It's why you don't notice a clock ticking. Until it suddenly stops. That's exactly what it felt like. About a week later, I'm heading out earlier than usual, and as I'm walking past the building entrance, I see the dad. So this is already unusual, we've never interacted outside of the wave system. I hesitate for a second, then just go, hey, is your kid okay? I usually see him in the mornings. And his face kind of softens a bit. He tells me his son had been in the hospital for a few days. Nothing life-threatening, but serious enough to keep him home. And then he says, he was actually kind of upset about missing his window friend. Turns out, this kid had apparently built this whole narrative around me. I was, according to him, the guy who makes sure mornings start right. Which is a lot of responsibility for someone holding coffee in sweatpants. A couple days later, I'm back at the window. And right on schedule. There he is. He looks up. There's a half second like he's confirming I still exist. And then he waves. But this time? He's grinning like he just found something he thought he lost. Fun fact I looked up after this, even brief, repeated social interactions, like greeting the same person every day, can significantly boost mood and overall well-being. There's even a term for weak social connections like that, ambient belonging. Basically, the feeling that you're part of a community, even without deep relationships. So yeah. We still do the wave. It's been months now. We've still never spoken. No names. No conversations. Just a few seconds every morning. And I know it sounds small. Because it is. But it also kind of isn't. Because somehow, without planning it, without even knowing each other, we became part of each other's routine. And on days when everything else feels chaotic or off, that tiny, predictable moment actually helps more than I expected. So yeah. If you ever wonder whether small, almost meaningless interactions matter, they do. Sometimes a lot more than either person realizes.
Make sure to like and subscribe to Britt-O-Verse Smart Shorts. See you soon.